Welcome to Extreme Vibes Radio. If you haven't as yet, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe so you can be notified whenever we post new content. Today, we're diving into our brand new series called Artist Rewind. And what that is pretty much where we have one on ones with some of the faces, the names, and the people behind some of the hits that we have come to love so much on our radio program, and stuff you listen to on a daily basis. So hopefully we can provide you with some useful information and bring you into our world as well as the world of some of these artists that we love. Today we're sitting down with the legendary Mr. Carl Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm, I've given you mega hits over the years with Fatty Boom Boom, No Gesturing, Miss Wireways, Muck Up, just to name a few. And with over 5 decades in the business, we're going to dive right into the world of Mr. Malcolm and get to know, how he started, where he started from, and so forth and so forth. So, without no further ado, let's get into it. Yes, yes, yes. Right about now, I want to say welcome to Artist Rewind. Today we are talking with the legendary Carl Malcolm. I say, Mr. Malcolm.
Come on, big up yourself, Carl, bro.
Let's start off with your, let's say, introduction to the music and the music world as we now know it.
Well, I would have to say that it goes back from childhood days, because I can remember myself as a little infant, you know, just trying to always performing to the trees, to the goats, to the chicken, to the dogs, to whatever. It was an inborn thing. And then I grew up to the ages just loving music, and when it comes to listening to, those days we used to hear. There was no radio station in Jamaica when I started listening music, really. It was, the music station was coming from afar, WNZQ or something come from either Cuba or someplace nearby. And we used to have some big Grundig radios, big board radios, and we used to, everybody used to get around that and listen to some music. And from that time, when I listened to my artists singing, I used to hear Ray Charles and Brooke Benton and so the older singers that I can't remember the names now, but I was hooked on music from that time, and then started practicing and singing here and there and performing at school concert. Everything grew up until it reached a stage where I started writing. Well, I was always writing poetry, but I didn't realize that I was really writing songs.
So you never really was writing with the intention of being an artist or musician, just out of the love of poetry.
Yeah, the love of poetry. That's where
Okay.
it came from first. But I realized that it two came together after a time. Like the songs I'm writing, hey, I can't stop singing Ray Charles' song and other people's songs. I can't start singing my own songs. So I started writing.
So when did it actually start for you as a musician or as an artist? Let's talk about your introduction into the world of
Music itself.
Yeah, music, and becoming that transition to going from being a poetry writer
Yeah.
to writing songs to actually entering into doing your first recording.
Okay, first recording.
Mhm.
it was done in about 1968. When I was working at Tit-for-Tat Club with the Mighty Volcanoes as a vocal artist, side vocal with Al Brown. I used to do mostly harmony, and then I started to get a lot of practice from there. But before that, we started from a little dirt band in Hermitage, called it Tumpy Lee's band. It was like a band people put together, and I was one of the vocalists of that, me and Al Brown and Prilly. We have it, and we move on to start working with Third World, and then Al Brown start, when he did Here I Am Baby. I was there until the band left me and went to the country to work, and I started doing my own thing. That was the time that Coxsone invited me after checking him many times, and he said, come down to the place. And I've been hanging out on Studio One for days and days and days. A lot of us down there, like me and the Wailers and Heptones, K-Lads, Toots Animators, name it. There I wasn't around. He was gone at Screechy, Steve, what we call him? Stevie Wonder. We call him Stevie Wonder, but he's Harris Andy.
Okay.
And that was the time now that I had a chance to go and audition one Sunday morning for Dad, Coxsone Dad. And then we did 3 songs. We did a song called Father Free Us. And that was we recorded 3 songs, but that was the first time I had a chance to really record and heard myself on a record. It was kind of frightening at the same time, exciting and overwhelming, said that's what I sound like, so different, So it sounds so different from singing on a microphone with a bandstand and then recording and hearing by yourself, It was a trip. So that song had given me an introduction to the world of music, to recordings. It was a big hit because, and not just because that, but it was on the 5th side of Satabasagana. And everybody was playing Satabasagana, but never played the 5th side. So that record had been there, but it really helpful because it's on the same record with for Satabasagana. My name get out there on the 5th side. For those who really pay attention, they will see my name out there. But it was out there as Carlton Malcolm.
Okay.
I was more like a business name, Carlton Malcolm.
Okay, so when you made the transition now to where let's fast forward up into the Fatty Boom Booms and the No
Okay,
Gesturing.
fast forward to No Gesturing.
Okay.
While I was at the club working at him, Clive Chin used to come there. That is Randy's son, Clive. Used to come there and hang around. And then I was pestering him for about 2 or 3 years, and look, man, I want to sing something and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he said, come down to the studio Wednesday. And I went down there. And there was Sly Dunbar, Lydia Parks, Rancho McLean, Hansa Collins, Dougie Bryan. They were in the studio playing some tracks. And I started doing No Gesturing, Wire Waist, and a song called, another song, 3 songs, Wire Waist, No Gesturing, Miss Wire Waist, Judgment Come.
Okay.
So they everybody really got excited over No Gesturing. So I went to voice it after they finished doing the track, but I wasn't handling it properly. It wasn't, like I wasn't, it was sounding tight. So the engineer was Errol Thompson. Tell me that. Go back home and study this thing and come back, man. Go and study the thing and come back. And him say, make sure you get it done because Dennis Brown like the track. Other people like the track, so if you're not going to use it, they're going to jump on it. So when I heard that, no man, it get me scared like, what? I can't afford to let this happen. So I went home and practice night and day, corporal. In my sleep, I practice, And then it's exciting that when I went down there, that was like Wednesday, right? And they went back Saturday morning, he had the tape running. When I went instairs, he had the tape running. So, nobody know me say, well, call this and say, singer, you ready? So I say, yeah, man. And he said, you go on and go to it. So I went in the studio and, in front of the microphone. And he said, okay, let me run the track. I said, okay, run it. And he run the track. And I started singing. I did the whole song. So when I finished, I said, okay, ready now. And he said, ready for what? I said, sing this song. He said, no, man, come on. No, man, don't touch it again. I said, what do you mean? He said, don't touch it again. You can't do better than that. Don't touch it again.
One shot, one
Yeah,
take.
one take. I was shocked. I said, you real? You serious? He said, yeah, man, don't even try to touch it again, man. You can't do better than that. And he said, come listen, come listen. So I was nervous and sweating and just thank God you had get it done. Everything happened to me at the same time, man. Went in the studio, went in the thing and listened back. By the next week, the song was out, and it was big hit by the next weekend, a big hit. And so that went on for about 3, maybe about 6 months. And then they released Miss Wire Waist. That became another overnight hit.
Okay, so what's the history on Miss Wire Waist now?
No, Miss Wire Waist was just during that time I used to work at a razor blade factory, right in Gardentown, called Gillette Razor Blade. I used to be a treatment specialist, somebody would treat the razor blades when they come out, when they cut the blades, I treat it with certain chemicals and stuff. So I used to work at a window, and the office staff used to pass there. So there was one little girl named Valerie. I like that girl, trying to get at her, like Indian girl, trying to get at her, but she wouldn't give me the time of day. She was look at me and smile and hit and go. So I said, I'm gonna write a song about you, And she said, for real? I said, yeah. So I just jokingly, I wrote the song. Miss Wire Waist girl, you little but you tell her, And then when the song came out, she said, oh my God, you didn't do that. I said, yes, I did. I thought I was going to write a song for you. So I said, why you want to give me some play? She said, no. And that song became a big hit, so everybody started to call her Miss Wire Waist. So she started to blush every time she see it. Yeah, man, Miss Wire Waist. And that now brought me to Fatty Boom Boom. That was a gimmick. After Miss Wire Waist gets so hot on the street and everybody started to say, Lily Butter Talawa. It became a street talk. Lily Butter Talawa, And Miss Wire Waist, and everybody starts check slim girls and stuff. So one day this fat lady said, oh, you're a little maga boy who sing about Miss Wire Waist. Well, I'm here like fat one too. So I said, yeah, what you talk about, man? I love fat man too, man. I said, what you talk about, man? Not because you're so big and fat, man. I'm not afraid of that, man. What you talk about? And then we go write a song.
So a whole song just stems simple from a little short conversation.
Yeah, because I told her that, oh, okay, I'm going to write a song for you. She said, really? I said, yeah, I'm going to write a song for you.
And this is what's interesting, is like those music these are hits for over 50 years.
Yes.
And they stay true.
Yeah,
one simple thing is that you stay true to the whole concept.
Yes.
And the beginning and where they was coming from. It's like, you're having a conversation with somebody and they transcend it to just you telling a story. And to this day, it's relevant.
Even today is very, very relevant. Up to now, I'm doing the plate after them. I'm saying, oh my God, after 45 much years, I'm living off of these songs, man. I'm making money off of these songs every week, every 2 weeks. I'm making money off of these songs. I'm saying, it's a miracle.